Right. So now we're going to start off by, if you are a member of SmartPoint, you already have a sign-on. You already have a sign-on. And when you sign into the system, you will be able to see this question mark in help pages. For those of us in Classic, it will be the tab titled Help. And under Help, you will find items like User Guide, Training Demonstrations, Introduction to Flex Windows, What's New in SmartPoint, which is where I suggest that all of us go, especially after we have updated our systems to version 10. For those of us who issue tickets and reissue tickets, this is a very great version for you to use. Then, of course, after in-advan user guide, we have MyTravelport, which is where I suggest everyone should go. Here is the advantage that we have done and the changes that we have done to MyTravelport. To better explain what is going on, I will start with the history of MyTravelport, which started off as Ask Travelport. Ask Travelport. When we introduced SmartPoint in 2012, that is when we also introduced Ask Travelport. This Ask Travelport was there so that you can be able to access questions or ask questions that will then give you results and information that you would be looking for. Information like, how do I change a phone field? How do I remove a name? How do I split a booking? All this information was now readily available in Ask Travelport. Now, in Ask Travelport, we moved with it, and then in 2018 to 2019, we changed it from Ask Travelport to MyTravelport. And in MyTravelport, there is a whole lot of changes that we've made up until this new version that started in January, when we rebranded to the new Travelport, where we will be introducing things like Travelport Plus, where you will also have access to the system via the website, which is a plan going on, right now. This is the things that we are doing to make sure that everyone has quick access to the system. I hope everyone can see the screen at the moment that I'm sharing, and hopefully be able to see that this is where we are, my SmartPoint window. And as long as you can see that, then make sure that we are in line. But if you cannot see it, please let us know, and we will be able to try to make sure that we all keep in space. Okay, right. So I'm just going to change my screen and then show you the website, MyTravelport. I hope everyone can see the MyTravelport website that I have currently open. As is with everything in MyTravelport, we have emails and logins. Now, here's what I request of each and everyone today, that when you get the chance, please, when you sign in, I'll just go back to SmartPoint for a second. When you sign in, use your email address for work. And that same email address, when you are doing your MyTravelport Create account, please use that. I'll go to and as I mentioned, this is also a website which you can access by typing in newmy.travelport.com. And you will be able to get to this website and create an account. In creating the account, the system is going to ask you for your credentials. Please ensure you put in your correct name, your email address that you will put here. Ensure that you put in the one that you will also use in the system. Now, when I'm talking about this, it is because whenever you fail to or find yourself having to change your password, you can now do so on your own by going to MyTravelport. I'm just going to stop share for a second so that you can see what I'm talking about when I get into SmartPoint. I hope we can all see that I am in SmartPoint. I'm going to sign off and then sign on yet again. Okay, so as you can see, I can put in my credentials and my current passwords. Now, you can have the option now within version 10 where you can actually see the password that you're typing so that you make sure you're not making a mistake. So when you do that, you can then be able to put in your correct passwords and have minimal errors come through. Okay, now when it comes to changing your password, all you do is click on that button there. But in the event that you've forgotten or locked your password, you can now click on that link and it will take you to the website. Hold on, let me just take you to where it has taken us as well. As you can see, it has now taken us to MyTravelport. The original one that I'd opened is this one. So it has now taken you to MyTravelport and it's got your credentials. And once you sign in, it is very advised that you actually save your passwords in the event that you might need them again. It gives you these steps, verification steps, where you can request for a temporary password and eventually it'll confirm your sign-on. And then once you click on request, it will send an email verification to the email address that you have in your system. Once you've got your email verification, it will then ask you to generate a new password or a temporary password, which you will then use in SmartPoint. When you want to see that temporary password, it will then show you on step number 4. That password is the one that you will then go back to SmartPoint and enter under password here. For example, we usually use computer 1, and I'm just going to unhide my characters so that you can all see. I hope we are all seeing the SmartPoint and the sign-on. And once you've got that temporary one come through as computer 1, it will allow you to change your password, and then you can put in your password right there as the new password. also verify it yet again, and voila. Once you click OK, you're good to go. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the advantage that you have with upgrading to version 10. Even version 9, those on version 9, SmartPoint version 9, have the ability to do this. And this is what we are going to talk about with MyTravelport. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this because I'm not changing my password yet. But for demonstration purposes, I do hope that we were able to see how easy it is now to be able to change your own password in case you've also forgotten or locked it, or when your password expires, how easy it is just to go in and change it without having to wonder or wait for the Travelport staff to do it for you. Yes, we are still available to assist you, but I'm here to show you as well how easy it is for you to be able to do it as well. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just going to go back to our MyTravelport, where we will show each other how you can sign in if in case you're doing it for the first time. So you put in your names, your email address, and under type, you will click travel agency. Under travel agency, you will then go and choose the country that you're in. You could be in Uganda, you could be in Burundi, did I just not spell Burundi correctly? Okay, there we go. You could be in Burundi, or you could be with our clients and friends in Rwanda. Whichever country you're in, you will be able to access the system from there. Once you've chosen the specified country, the system will ask you for which Travelport system you work with. And under Travelport, we have Apollo, WorldSpan, and Galileo. You will choose Galileo. Your pseudo city code being your agency name. Do not, or agency ID. Do not enter anything under customer ID. Leave that one blank. And then let the world know that you are not a robot. And then after that, as simple as that, you click continue, and the system will send you a verification to the email that you would have entered in the email address field. So this is how easy it is. For our friends in Rwanda and Burundi joining us, in case you want a different language like French, you can be able to choose the preferred language under the option provided. So this is how easy and simple your creation of an account will be. So once you get an email in your boxes, in your inboxes, you'll then click it and it will give you a chance to be able to enter in your credentials. Now, when you're entering in your credentials, they will also allow you to enter in your password. Now, once you've put in this password, I'm sure many of you who use WhatsApps and Facebooks and all of these wonderful social media platforms will understand or recognize that there is this two-step verification thing going on. This is to protect your information, protect your passwords. So I highly suggest that you fill in, after you've put in your passwords, the secondary questionnaires that will come for your security. These questions would be like, Where was your first school? What was the name of your first school? What are your parents' first names? All this other information will be very, very necessary in the event that you need to re-log in, and maybe you've gotten your password and you need to log in again. This second step verification helps you to then be able to create a new password for yourself and then get back into MyTravelport. So this is basically how you sign in. And once you do, once you do sign in to MyTravelport, you will then be able to see this wonderful picture. I'm just going to take you straight to home, where you can then see that the system welcomes you by your name, the name that you would have entered when you are signing in to your machine. Now, as you can see with the screen that you've got here, you've got your name, your home, your products at the top, administration, which has your users, organization, and new distribution capabilities, your help and resources, which allow you to see the recovery webinar, resources for agents, Travelport servicing process, airline refund restrictions, tips and tricks, travel industry response site, COVID-19 plugin for SmartPoint. And under Travelport support, you've got your Travelport support, view my cases, request a host password in case you want to change your password, supplier alerts, those are from the vendors most of the time, request a client ID reset, which is not what you should worry much about right now. But as we go along, most likely you might find that sometimes when your SmartPoint doesn't work and gives you error messages, it's basically because you need to reset your client ID. But for now, that is being done by the Travelport technical team, so you do not have to worry much about that. And then you've got MyTravelport help. In order for you to learn more about MyTravelport, you will then click on MyTravelport help, and it will take you to that website. While it loads, we will complete what is appearing under help and resources. Then you've got Travelport advisories and My Learning. Under Travelport advisories, sometimes you might be able to find that I'm trying to make a booking on a specific airline and it keeps giving me errors. Now, because of this, many of the times the airline might have then notified us that there is a glitch in the matrix, as we call it. And when that glitch comes through, we also post it under advisories so that you can then see that currently we are working on a certain error or problem with a specific airline. Yes, it is great to have your calls come through requesting to find out what is going on with the system and a specific airline. And when we tell you that this is where we get our information from, I lie to you not. This is exactly where we do get our information that we then supply to you. So for you, you would actually have that access as well. Everyone will have access to Travelport advisories. Then we come to My Learning. Under My Learning is basically where you, if you need a little more education on how to do certain processes with the system, and you find that there is no training currently going on for that, you can actually go to My Learning. And in My Learning, you will then be able to find the subject and get to learn about it and get certified. Yes, you will get certified at the end of that course. So that is my learning and how quickly you can be able to even let the new consultants that have come into an office start training if the training that we are all used to is not going on at the moment. As you can see right now, we're all under lockdown for the next few more days within the 42 days we were given. So while waiting for a class to come through, you can actually go to My Learning. When we call it self-paced, it means that at your own pace, you can learn at your own time. Take your time. If you want to clear everything in 1 hour, it's up to you. If you want to take a week to learn everything, it is up to you. This has no pressure as like with the classroom training. So when you are learning here, you've got your training demonstrations and all of that, which we will get into details of in the next few minutes. So you've got all of this available for you in my Travelport. For the developer tools, this is mainly for our friends that are out there who help us make our system better. And then last but not least, you've got the news, which will allow you to see what's the latest thing that's been going on in Travelport. Under products, we've also got marketplace, where under marketplace, you can be able to see other third-party friends of ours that have created products that can help you better your experience with Travelport. This could include a better looking itinerary, a better way to reissue your tickets or exchange or refund them. Products like those are all available on Marketplace. As you can see, I've already opened a tab, so we will get into details of my that Marketplace in the next few minutes. Right. You will find that under Welcome Back, Devine, you'll see there is this button titled Search. If I click on it, it will take me to the website where we can ask questions. But while it loads, I will complete this homepage for you to understand what is going on. We spoke earlier on about service alerts. Please click here to view the latest service alerts. And while it's logging on, you've got your user alerts, meaning if there is anyone that has signed in or opened a MyTravelport account, we will see your notification come here and then approve it for you. And that is when you get the email in your inbox letting you sign in with your new password, taking you to the secondary verification page, and then eventually to our home page. Here we've got my cases. Many times you guys would have called and told us that there is a serious problem with the system that you need sorted. Sometimes when we fail to find the solution and we tell you we're going to ask our Travelport friends, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we go. We create a case that will help us investigate why the system is doing or giving you that error response. And then these friends of ours also further investigate that problem and communicate a solution to us through my cases. As you can see, So far, everything is kawa. All right, then you've got help and resources. As you can see here, we had an opportunity to see where we can request client ID reset. As I mentioned earlier, this is now for the tech. For now, our technical team works on this. And when they are done refreshing your ID, that's when you see sometimes, because of the unstable internet connection, that we lose our ID's current set. So it needs to be reset. And our technical team are the ones who do that by clicking on that request client ID reset, and they do the reset for you. And that's how your system comes back. And then when you're in place, you want to reset your password. You've forgotten your 90-day password. You can request a temporary password by going to request your host password there. And this will also affect your SmartPoint ID password as well. So as you can see, with every password in the system, for your security, we expire them after every 90 days, including here in MyTravelport. Then you've got your help that comes if you want to call in case you need assistance from further beyond the Travelport Uganda team. Why you would not have faith in us, I have no idea. But usually when we are also vexed with a certain system error, we also call that number. And then here we have Team Viewer, for where you can be able to get remote assistance. So that's why most of the times when we ask you, may we have your team viewer, please? It is the chosen product within Travelport for anyone that needs assistance with a system problem. So you've got your remote help there. There you have your frequent asked questions in case you want to go through them so that you can see what it is they'll be talking about. Then you've got your frequent asked questions for airlines, and then you can go through them in case you require that. There's MyTravelport help, which we already clicked on, and we will go through in the next few minutes, as you can see there. And then you've got, last but not least, the conclusion of that page, which has your home, your terms of service, privacy policies, and cookies, not the chewy ones, unfortunately. Then you've got your products. In regards to Travelport SmartPoint, you've got it there. Travelport branded fares and ancillary services, you've got them there. And what these are basically the baby stage of NDC. What is NDC? Ladies and gentlemen, NDC is new distribution capabilities, which is the future of travel retailing. For those of us who managed to attend the modern retailing show that we had, or presentation we had about a week ago, you will find that everything we are doing is in line with the future of selling travel. We have to look to the future, people, and this is where it is. Aggregated shopping, agency private fares, the search control console is also available there with the Travelport CETS. For all those cases that might be available for us, we will have them and view them there. And then My Learning is also available under help and resources for you. In the event you want to edit your profile, you can go there. Security and login, you want to change those, you go there and manage your notifications. In case you're getting too many pop-ups or too less or too few pop-ups in regards to Travelport notifications, you can also go there. Okay, so here is our search. Now, with our search, you've got a how can we help? And in that big bar there, this comes after you have clicked this search button here. When you are searching for a solution or a problem, a solution to a problem that you're experiencing in the system of SmartPoint, you can then come here in this big bar and then type in cancel phone field. And once you've done that, the system will give you options of whether you want to search through all the pages that are available, or you just want knowledge base, or you want to raise a case, advisories in regards to phone field canceling, see few previous cases raised in regards to canceling phone field, or reach out to a community where you can be able to discuss how people cancel phone fields. So once you've done that, you've still got the option of going to knowledge base. Now, when you go to knowledge base, this is where you'll find documents in regards to how you can be able to, in our case, cancel phone fields. And under raise a case, not many of you will have the option to raise a case, but where we do as Travelport supervisors, we raise our cases in the event that canceling a phone field has become a problem or has failed in the system. And we want our friends who are in Travelport International to help us with such issues. And then underneath that, you've got your most viewed articles. As you can see, from all the things that we've been experiencing, I have been searching for ticketing errors, guides or formats guides to fares, formats guides to document production, guiding for booking files and host password resets. I have covered all that. And then in my cases, I have none. And then under get reconnected, my search history there has queue control consoles, SVCs, EMD for Qatar, document production, HMQ TV. All these are the last searches that you would have made and a trace of them. And in the event that you want to research, not research, but research, wow, that is, I've just redefined English right there, research or research. Okay, if you want to search again for the same topic, you can then be able to click either Q Control Console again, and it'll take you to that product. And we will do that in the next few seconds. As you can see under service alerts, we have none. Featured, we've got MyTravelport Reset now, which is new to MyTravelport because now we can reset those MyTravelport accounts that had been a bit of a problem or a challenge in the past few months. So now you don't have to really worry much about it. And then there's the COVID-19 schedule under our features about changes, suspensions, exchanges, and refund policies that the airlines are giving us. And we also give you tips and hints. As in most useful, you can view void and refund EMDs, booking extra seats and unaccompanied minors, how to book an unaccompanied minor, revalidate a ticket, and formats guide for queues, which is the most important thing as a travel consultant, to know your queues. Right, so you've got your recent solved discussions, recent community blog, community featured content, which will come in the future. Okay. Right, I'm just going to close this because that page has failed. So this is what happens under search. So I'm just going to click search here for cancel phone field so that you can see what exactly happens if I click on all and the results that the system will give me. Hopefully it won't take too long. All right, there we have it. So at your right, you'll see a window pop up. In case you have not found what you were looking for, you can raise a case, but not now is what I'm going to click on, because we don't need to really raise a case about this. It will give you a point where you will tell you Galileo Formats Guide for Booking File Section 1 is where you can find items about canceling phone fields. PNR functionalities, you can click that. Emirates general information about their EMDs, market info, Switzerland, all of this in regards to how to enter and delete phone fields within a booking file. Okay, so we will just go to the Galileo Formats Guide for Booking Files, and in it, hopefully it won't take again too long, and you'll be able to see that information we are looking for. This is how MyTravelport works. And there you have all the items regarding your booking file requests. And then you go to the phone field portion, and there you have what we are looking for. That's how you create a phone field, create accommodation, hotel number, or how to enter it in, and all of that information that you've been searching for. So as you can see, you've also got the entry you could type when you're in SmartPoint in order for you to get the phone field help on regards to creating a phone field and deleting one. Phone field codes, changing the phone fields, inserting a phone field, deleting a phone field. Delete a phone field completely or display one, you can be able to do that there. So in a very quick nutshell, this is how MyTravelport works. So if there's a specific entry that you knew you used to do but have forgotten it, all you do is click on the search button in the home page. Then once it takes you to the pages for search, right at the top of your screen, in that little box there, you will type in what you want to ask Travelport about, and it will give you the options of where to find the solution. All right, so quickly, we're going to go to MyTravelport introduction, okay, which is practically what we went through together. But this is where you can go to in the event that you need to revisit the way MyTravelport works. And this is a very good place for you to go, which is also found if you scroll to the bottom of your page at the home page for MyTravelport help, which will give you specifically this page, which is what's new, access MyTravelport dashboard, reset host passwords, chat, request a callback, find knowledge-based articles, which we have just done, advisories, cases, my profiles, notifications. That's all happening at the left of your screen. Developers, distributors, automation, frequently asked questions, welcome kits, and visual guides. You'll be able to find all of those things here. MyTravelport roles in regards to the people that are administrating your account. You can be able to see what it is you can access as soon as you become a MyTravelport member right there. And this is what you will be able to see when you are now with MyTravelport. Then, of course, the learning portal, My Learning. As we mentioned before, this is where you can go and learn about specific things that you want to do within the system. Educate yourself. For those of us who will be waiting for the classes, it's great. But while waiting for those classes, why not try to find out what it is you can do or learn on your own? For those of us who want to know how to reissue, how to exchange, what it is, the processes to do such things, how to split a booking, All of this information is available for you on the My Learning portal, and I will go through it with you so that you can see how to navigate this website, how to navigate this specific page. And as you can see to the left, you've got your learning portal, you've got your training calendars. And under training calendars, you can literally register for a training that you might be interested in, especially if it is available within the region. Join training, audio options, but in here, they use what we call WebEx training so that you can be able to use that training or do the training with them. And that is WebEx Messenger, where you will then be able to click there to get a confirmation for the email that you would have requested in regards to any trainings that you would have registered for. And then nowadays, we no longer call Galileo, it is now called Travelport Plus. And for the trainings in these countries that you might want to join, you can be able to do so. But as you know, we always give you the ones for Uganda by sending out emails and notifications on our WhatsApp platform so that you can be able to attend. Right, and that is for Travelport users. And then you've got your online training right there at the bottom, where you can go through the Travelport Plus, choose the language that you want Travelport Plus to speak to you in: English, Espanol, Portuguese, Francois, Italiano, Dutch, or Russian, Deutschen. You've also got the Chinese language there for those of our Chinese clients. You can be able to have the system speak to you in Japanese as well. All of these languages are available for you for all the training we're going to do. You've got English, which is what we're going to choose here. And you'll find that the system will choose and advise you that we've got air, SmartPoint basics, SmartPoint snippets about air, car certification in order for you to be able to learn how to sell a car in the system or book a hotel in the system, rail. Yes, we have access to rail in the system, cruise and tours, and then EMDs. You've got your Travelport Efficiency Suite Essentials, Global Wear Essentials, MyTravelport Single Case Form, and finally Travelport Marketplace. So you've got all of those trainings for you there. So that I show you a little bit on how this works. You click on air and it shows you all the subjects under air availability learning, how to get air certification, air availability sort modes, minimum connecting times for those of us who might want to find out how we're able to do that, net fare manager, how to understand net fares, and then new distribution content plugins, which I said is the future of Travelport retailing. Not yet really available for us, but you can learn about it beforehand by going on to NDC content plugin there. You've got your search control console, and then you've got ticketing exchanges. You can then be able to learn how to exchange a ticket, assisted ticketing. This is one of the new portals, as I mentioned, within version 10. For those of us in version 10, that you can be able to access that assisted ticketing and see how it is that we are able to do automated exchanges. You've got your automated exchanges for PSP markets, ARC for automated exchanges in the ARC markets, those who don't use BSP. You can all find these subjects on how to be able to do all these things in our My Learning. So I'm going to click on Assisted Ticketing Travelport Plus, and you'll be able to see that the training modules come out here. Please note that MyTravelport works better in Google Chrome. Use Google Chrome. If you don't have it, download it, please. And then you'll be able to go through the My Learning procedures that we've got here. You've got the overview, You've got your issue my ticket, how to list the ticket, revalidate a ticket, void a ticket, refund a ticket, manual fare builder to build a fare, involuntary exchange for those who are actually reissuing because the airline did some schedule changes and asked you to do the exchange on your own. And then for voluntary changes, which means, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got automated exchanges now available for you. And here in My Learning is where you can learn how those work. Okay, so I'm just going to go quickly to training. Please forgive me for taking your time, but in the next 5 minutes, we should be done. And then it's just going to ask you for the little details of your email address, your first name, and your last name. And I hope now you can see all of this. If you cannot, please let me know, because we might be changing a few windows in the next few, and I'm not too sure if we are all on the same page. So please let me know if you can't see what you're about to, or what we're about to show each other. Okay, so it's opening up a page where we can be able to see the training on how to use the automated exchange assisted ticketing functionality within the Travelport SmartPoint environment. I hope we're all well and can see. You see it's still a blank page. Okay. Maybe my internet is a bit slow, but it should then come up with a page for where you will be able to see how to do the manual fare. There we go. All right, so, okay, I think we're still together there. As it is loading content. Okay, so we have chosen English, so we will continue. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how the system will be able to take you through training or learning of our products that are available in SmartPoint for any subject that you actually require. And as it is opening up so that you can see how it demonstrates these functionalities that are available in SmartPoint, you'll find that during this COVID time and lockdown that our wonderful government has given us, we can be able to learn new skills so that by the time we're able to go back to the offices, even though we are as essential workers, you can be able to have something that you've taken out of the COVID lockdown that we were in. Okay, and as it opens, you should be able to then see how the My Learning videos actually work. Yes, there we go. So it will click on Start, and there you have your manual fare builder letting you know about all that is available in the SmartPoint assisted ticketing portal. So under manual fare builder, you've got this demonstration. You will learn how to launch the SmartPoint assisted ticketing using the icon on the menu bar, or go to the fare build directly using the quick command. Because of time, I'm just going to click through this real quick. But as you can see, this is how the My Learning actually works. It's a video showing you on how to be able to click through this information, and then you can be able to do the next things on your own. And while you're taking notes, you can also practice on your system in order for you to be able to get more experience with how to be able to use a manual fare build using SmartPoint assisted ticketing. The navigation buttons are down there to the left of your screen, where you can refresh the page and then start over in case you wanted or missed out on a few things. Play the video and it'll show you what you're going to next. And then you've got your previous button, go back a page. Maybe you want to ask to understand further what they were talking about. And if you want to go to the next screen, all you do is push the forward button. If you want to cancel, you can do that cancel there. And for those of us who actually want to hear what they will be saying, you've got your volume controls there. Okay, so basically that is it in a nutshell, how My Learning works. And as I mentioned, with anything that it is that you want to learn, it's all available for you right here on My Learning. Okay, and then once you're done, the complete course is shown, satisfaction unknown because we didn't clear it, and then it'll give you a certification at the end of your training, letting you know how well you did. And once you've completed your evaluation, a certificate is sent to your email address that you can actually use to prove to either the bosses in the office or even us as Travelport that you've gone through that training and completed it. So that is available for you and My Learning. And as we mentioned before, in order for you to get to My Learning, you just go to Help and Resources and click on My Learning from down there, or even up here where it has the Help and Resources, go down here and choose My Learning. And this is where you can then be able to do any learning that it is you want to do for your betterment, the betterment of your own self. Right, last but not least, we're going to discuss the Travelport Marketplace, where I was going to show you how you can be able to access different products that are available for us that can enhance our selling experience using the Travelport SmartPoint system. So here is where you can then be able to see those products. Now, please note, because they are third-party products, some of them are not free. As many have asked, do we have a portal where we can actually have Travelport on our mobile phones? Yes, we do. And you can find that product once you come into Travelport Marketplace. One of those products, of course, that I can mention while we're waiting for our page to load is Travelport Mobile Agent. And with Travelport Mobile Agent, you can download it, and for $200 a year, you will be able to access your system via your phone. Okay, I think my time is up, but we can continue this when everybody has a chance to actually be a part of Travelport Market, MyTravelport. Once you actually sign up there, you can be able to go through all of these so that you can actually understand better how we can be able to work as super travel consultants, as the super travel consultants that we are. Please, if you do not have a MyTravelport account right now, please do not hesitate to go to my.travelport.com, and you should be able then to sign in, create your own account. And once you've created your own account, you can then be able to have access to all of these things. And I suggest that during this wonderful time of reflection, as it were, you can be able to enhance yourself with information that probably we as Travelport workers didn't even know. Because I could tell you this, most of the times we just go through all of this because we need you to be able to know how to go through it. But many of the times I have been shocked by travel agents letting me know about other things I didn't know of as well. So let us all learn together. And If you have any issues with your MyTravelport, please come through. You should be able to let us know. You've got my WhatsApp number, and my WhatsApp number is always available anytime, of course, as long as I have network. And as soon as I come through, any questions that you've got any problems with your MyTravelport, we are here to assist. Our help desk team now consists of me and Tracy Nuagaba and Habiba Nabiteme. And these are the teams that you can work with, or anyone that you remember or know in Travelport will be able to assist you in making sure that you get on board. Yes, for those of us who have also forgotten our passwords, we will be able to help each other. Just send us an email. My email address will come at the end of this presentation, or rather when I send it out to you all in the WhatsApp platform, so that you can also be able to send me the email addresses for your account, and we can help you reset your passwords, get your MyTravelport page back on track. Marketplace has failed to open, so we will have to do this another time. But please do not hesitate to get in contact with us. And thank you all. Thank you all for taking out the time to join us with this first Travelport session. We will be having another one tomorrow for our Rwanda and Burundi team, also performed by our good associate named Aimable in Travelport Rwanda. He is the one who's going to host your MyTravelport session in Kirundi. That is going to be done tomorrow, same time. So everybody, thank you very much for this time that you've given me and us as Travelport. And we hope that you'll be able to join us with the other trainings that we've got. Every Monday, we will have a training session for about an hour, or a presentation, as it were, so that you all can be able to keep well abreast with what's going on with the Travelport system and our Travelport team as well. We do appreciate all that you've done for us and the relationship that we have kept. All 31 of you, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. I pray you stay safe and enjoy your time and profit from this time that we've been given by enhancing your own knowledge by going through the MyTravelport page. Have a great day, everybody. Wonderful having time with you. Goodbye. Devine signing out.